love? How will you define it? A most beautiful verse I have ever heard is written on 1 Corinthians 13, 4-7. It talks about love and how God would define it. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always pursues. 1 Corinthians is in the New Testament, and it shows the rebellion is against God. Corinth is the chief city of Greece because it has a large amount of population. Paul is the writer of 1 Corinthians, and he is the author both for the letter and for the Church of Fathers. His authorship was attested by Clement of the Church. There are many ways of love. In Matthew 5:44, but I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecuted you. It shows that we have to love the hate. And in the church, we have a closer relationship with one another, so we find their people's sins more easily. And when we saw their sins, we will start to hate them. And because maybe we don't understand their difficulties. So if we take time to understand their difficulties, we might start liking them. In Mark 12:18-27, it's a bit long, but the summary is marriage on earth and relationship in heaven. Jesus said we won't have marriage in heaven, and at the end we will have to have relationship with God and everyone. It is part of God's plan, and there will be changes like marriage, but Bible will lead us to accept deep satisfying in relationship with everyone. In Ephesians 6:2-3, honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth. It shows that we have to honor our parents and also love them. Obeying parents is to obey God, and this is God's commandment. God promised us that if we respect our parents, we will have salvation and also the salvation for our family. If we disobey God, God will send disorder, confusion, and anxiety. We desire to have a happiness life and living in a loving and happy home. Jesus told a parable, Shepherd and the Lost Sheep. It records in Luke 15:4-7. A shepherd leaves his 99 sheep because he needs to find his one lost sheep. So he went out and found his sheep. And when he found him, he rejoiced with his friend and neighbor because he has found the lost one. For believers, lost sheep need its owner to find them because they're lost. And we also need a Savior to find us from difficulties. God deeply loves us as individuals. For unbelievers, we can also find love in family and friends. Family is the greatest blessing in your life, and friends is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. Now look at your handout. When one sheep decides to go somewhere, other sheep will follow them, and sometimes it's not a good decision. This picture, like a black sheep, it's called a leadership, and it is really smart, and it has an exceptional ability to sense dangers. And sheep are like us who needs to repent, and leadership are like the leader in church, the pastor. And shepherd is God who come to find us when we are lost and when we have difficulties. A most beautiful verse I had ever heard is written on 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. The definition of love that God's defined. Love is all around, no matter the love of friends, parents, or from God. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause.